Hey people, it's Rickaquaog here, and this is my first Huawei device for 2022, and it is a pretty one. This is the Huawei Nova 9, a mid-range kind of device because it's kind of creeping into the flagship level at 3099 Ghana cedis. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this guy before you pick it up. Let's get to the video. Okay, so let's start with the unboxing experience. Inside the box, you get a transparent case, a type A to C cable for charging, and a massive brick for a charger which supports 66 watts of Huawei supercharge. This is big. And you get the phone itself. Right off the bat, let's start with the design and work our way into the device. Okay, so this has a glass back and has a mirror finish, which is going to be a fingerprint magnet, so remember to throw on your case on this guy to prevent accidental drops and some fingerprint smudges. From the right side, you can see the volume rocker and the power button. Below, you get a type C charging port, a speaker grill, a mic, and a dual SIM card tray. This has a single firing speaker. The phone has a really thin profile and feels really premium for a mid-range device. I really like the effort put into this. It feels good in the hand, not very heavy. Definitely get a case because this is kind of slippery and gets fingerprints on it a lot. Okay, so for the design, this feels really good in the hand. It's not really heavy. I really like the weight to it. For a glass device, this feels really good. It's a bit slippery though when you don't have your case on. As you can see, I have my case on, so I don't have any issues with that. For design and build, this is really solid. Now checking out the display, we get a 6.5 inches 1080p OLED 120Hz HDR10 display, and it has a waterfall display. This is big enough to consume your content, and this being OLED means colors are punchy and vivid. The 120Hz make interaction with this device really smooth. You can choose between the dynamic, standard, and high for the refresh rate of your choice. But I want to talk a little bit more about the waterfall display. For looks, this makes it look really amazing, but the aggressive curve is something that can cause accidental touches. But I didn't seem to face any accidental touches on here, probably because I had my case on all the time. So that means you should probably stick with the case that comes with this. But let me know, do you like the waterfall display that's on here? For looks, it looks really cool. So for the display, this is really bright, the colors are really good, HDR10, and the 120Hz display found on here makes interacting with this really smooth. So I really like the screen. Now let's check out the internals. This comes with the Snapdragon 778 This is a 6nm chipset. You get an octa-core CPU, Adreno 64 GPU. You get 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. The mid-range chipset performs really well for a 6nm chipset. Gaming or anything you throw at this is going to handle it like a champ. EMUI 12 feels really good and intuitive. Swipe from the right side for quick toggles and the left for notification. And yes, this still doesn't come with Google services, but the app catalog and petal search has really expanded. You get almost every app that you look for on here. For battery, this comes with a 4300 mAh battery, and it actually supports 66 watts of super fast charge. I did a charging test. I'm going to link it up there, check it out. And for everyday usage and casual usage, I could easily go through my day with about 50% battery left. So this is really cool. Maybe if you push this to the max, you might end up your day with about slightly below 50 or so. So for battery life, depending on what you use this for, it's pretty much going to take you throughout the day. Now let's check out the cameras. At the back, we get 4 cameras. We get a 50 megapixel wide, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, a 2 megapixel depth, and a 2 megapixel macro. And for videos, this is able to shoot 4K, and it has gyro EIS, which is really impressive. Check this out. For the selfie camera, this comes with a 32 megapixel selfie camera, which is also able to shoot at 4K 30 FPS. Here are some sample footages. The camera seemed to produce some nice images. I did notice some slight image change when you switch between the lenses, but the pictures in general look natural and detailed like Huawei pictures mostly are. So in summary, what do I think about the Nova 9? This is a really cool device, like I said. For build, I really like it. It doesn't really feel like a mid-range device. It feels more like a flagship kind of device. And the screen being a waterfall-like display, if it looks good, like it looks really good, but make sure you keep it in a case to prevent any accidental touches and all. This still doesn't come with Google Play services, but the Huawei app gallery and the Petal search has really advanced in terms of having apps available. So I really like that. The camera seems to be decent. The battery life is good. I really like the super fast charging feature and the fact that the charger comes in a box in 2022. It's really cool. You can easily pick this up for 3,099 Ghana cedis, which is slightly above the mid-range price. So I don't know if I should even still call this a mid-range or a flagship, but in general, I've liked the performance that comes with this. This has been a nice experience whilst testing this out. This brings me to the end of this review. If you're new to this channel, of course, you have any questions concerning this guy, hit me in the comment section, subscribe to the channel as we'll be doing more comparisons and the like. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.